Lunatics.
Skubal, 18 wins on the year.
18 years.
About almost 240 strikeouts. He's
240 strikeouts.
A 2.38 ERA.
Woo.
He's in position to win the Triple Crown in the American League. You love to see that.
You also got Chase Hamley in the building. I'm sorry.
Shout out
I was
Chase.
rudely interrupted by this lunatic.
Woo!
It is truly insane. So what's the standings now? Are we up by more than half a game?
Nope. We're a half game up.
That's crazy even to hear out loud.
Yeah. So you love to see that. Eat shit. Or, well, we're one full game up.
That's what I was at,
Yeah, Minnesota. We're a half game up on KC.
They play at 6:45.
We're in the second. Yeah, we're in the second wild card spot as of right now.
That's bananas.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. They're great
B-A-N-A
takes.
and A-S.
Just continue to get it done. Shout out to Stick for the idea.
Stick.
Had the watch party. We canceled Ermanni and Edwards today and
Yeah.
did the live watch party.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not too familiar with the numbers as like on in season. Everything's kind of different, right? Everything goes up. But the numbers are booming for the watch party.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly, I think they're higher than the Detroit Lions watch party this past weekend, at least.
Makes sense because not a lot of people can get the Tigers. Not a lot of people can get Bailey Sports, so they want to see the boys react to it if they can't watch it for themselves.
Yeah, that was dope. I mean, I was even had to get my car back. Your boy got towed yesterday. Lots of L's this week. I see him in the hot dog suit. Shout out to who even blame that one on? Brock Purdy. I didn't watch the actual game.
You picked 3 underdogs on the road.
Yeah, you lost by a landslide.
1-1.
1-1. That's true.
The Giants. Shout out.
Giants took care of business.
The Bears. At the time, I did not know that was on the road. And then who was the other one I took? Titans.
Yeah, you took the Titans.
But weren't they
The
home?
3 worst
No, they're on the road,
teams
too.
in the NFL.
Well, who
All on
fucking
the
thought
road.
Malik Willis was going to do what Malik Willis has been doing? I mean, it's insane.
Yeah,
He had more yards than Jared Goff last
yeah,
week.
I didn't think he was going to be that good, but I thought the
Interesting.
Packers were going to win.
What?
I thought the Packers were going to win, but I didn't think he was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, he fucked me.
Will Levis sucks, dude. So does Trevor
I
Lawrence.
love like
your boy.
Will Levis spot too, but like fucking like Malik was just doing his damn thing. He had
Hey.
like 67 yards rushing
You
too.
hear that?
What?
They got your boy on sucks at football charges.
He don't suck at football. But I'll tell you
They
what,
got
Doug
your
Peterson. I'm
That's
still
your
holding the
man.
flag for my boy T-Law, but Doug Peterson, I'm done.
Dropping the flag.
Oh yeah, what has happened to that
I
guy?
don't know.
I mean, you could
Need a big dick Nick to save his career, I guess.
I guess so. Like, how was that the guy that outclassed Bill Belichick
Dude.
in a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. We're going all around here. Just total ADD intro.
What?
Because did you see the beginning of the watch party?
No.
Ryan came in
Uh-uh.
and he didn't know we were live. So he's like, oh, what the fuck is going on here, boys? What the fuck is up here?
Hell yeah.
It's so funny, dude. Me and Stick were like, looking at each other. We were like,
Why'd you stop him?
I mean, I don't know. I thought we weren't live on Fox.
What is
So-
he good or just the F
He
word?
just dropped a couple F-bombs, you know.
That's awesome.
It's, you know,
I mean, he's done that not on Fox, but on our streams with Fox. I forgot who got him all riled up. I think it might have been Braylon.
It might have been Braylon.
He was pretty pissed
It
off.
probably could have been Pete.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny. Yeah, Ermanni came in, fired out of a cannon.
Fuck is up, boys?
Literally, it was just like that. It was so funny.
I'm looking something up real quick to go
Ryan's
back
the
to
man,
what we
dude.
were saying. I'm pretty sure the Jaguars had like 9. So they had a fuck ton of penalties last night, offense and defense. It was a blowout at halftime. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's just awful. I mean, Dougie Fresh, what has
Dougie
happened?
Fresh, yeah.
Did he sell his soul for just that one ring or what?
I mean, I would do it if I was him.
Had to have, right? I mean,
Yeah.
what the? I mean, that's insane.
Would you sell your soul for Lions Super Bowl?
If I could bet with it, yeah, I would. I don't know. Is that bad to say?
If you could bet with it, you mean?
Yeah, like if I bet on the Lions as well, and I just know they're guaranteed
Oh,
winning.
just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would too. My
I like
soul's
my
not
soul.
worth that much.
You're so why you say that?
I don't know.
Are there? I feel like souls are all a set price, no?
Nah. I feel like some souls are, like the soul of like a virgin nun is probably worth more than like my soul.
I don't
Let's
know.
bring in our insider, Satan. Lucifer. What's the value of my soul?
There's supposed to be somebody who like weighs your heart against a feather.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think it's that's from the Greek mythology, I think.
something like
What do you
that.
say?
You like weigh your feather or a heart to your feather or something like that. I don't know. I think it's the River Styx guy. I'm not sure.
It might be. I don't remember
That's
exactly. I just know
Egyptian
that,
too, I think.
I just know that they like weigh your heart to a feather.
Yeah.
Not like legit, but it's like a.
I want to see how many penalties they had last night. How come I can see this for the Texas game, but I can't see it for...
I don't know, but Jaden McDaniels looked pretty damn good.
Oh, my God, dude. It's fucked up, too, because I was watching the other one. Why? Doubleheader Monday Night Football games is the stupidest shit.
Yeah.
Why?
So
what are we
dumb.
doing? Like, that's the beauty of being on primetime is you're the sole game on that people get to take that in. Watch everything that's going on. Dumbest shit ever. And yeah, I missed
Especially for that
a lot of Jaden Daniels. I told you I'm taking those all week. My car got towed. I'm in the hot dog suit. Fucking, my Lions won. So I mean that's positive. And then last night I was watching the fucking Josh Allen show. I missed what Jaden Daniels was doing. And he only missed like 2 completions, 4 completions, something like that.
He looked damn good.
Next week is same thing. We're the later game on like the double Monday night.
It's so stupid. Yeah. I don't understand that.
What?
I'll never understand that.
He was.
Chase just said, you don't got the headphones up, but he said, next week we're the later game. It's a doubleheader on Monday night too.
Stupid.
Week.
I'll be there though. So
Yeah, I'm not
there's
going.
that. Jaden Daniels 21-23 for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns. Looks like obviously no interceptions. He led the team in rushing, so 3 touchdowns, 40 yards rushing. My God.
Yeah, he was.
Didn't
insane.
they just put Kyler's jersey in for the first perfect game? Is that another one?
Could be. It was insane to watch him do that. Just carving up that defense, making insane throws, standing in the pocket, knowing he's about to get leveled, and just delivering the ball down the field.
That's exactly when I turned it on.
Yeah,
For that one.
it was an insane throw.
Like I was like, oh, they blitzed him, they're gonna get him, and he threw literally a heat-seeking thermo fucking ball, and it just landed perfectly.
Right to Terry.
Yeah, it almost looked like a punt. Like it was straight, like fucking like a straight bomb.
Yeah.
That was insane.
I mean, the Commanders probably have the best coach in that division now. When you look at, you guys know how I feel about Nick Sirianni. I think he's a bum. Mike McCarthy is not a good coach. I don't even know who the coach for the Giants is.
Brian Dable.
Is it still Dable?
Yeah,
I'm
still
surprised. Yeah, that makes sense. Brian Dable. Yeah, so I would say Dan Quinn is probably the best coach in that division now. It's between him and Dable.
So I'm at a loss right now because Kyler Murray had a perfect
Dable's still got his
quarterback
job.
rating. He was 17-21 with 3 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels was 21-23 with 2 touchdowns with a lesser quarterback. How does that even make sense?
I don't like deeper shots, deeper passes might be.
It does say he completed 19 of 20 of his passes. He completed all 19 of his yards on 20 air yards last night.
Under?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe more air yards gives you a higher quarterback rating. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Kyler did have more yards, 254.
Someone said the Commies win the division. That's what DNC ENT said.
The
Some people call me crazy. They're not going to win the division.
No, they got
the Eagles are
so-
still going to win that division.
They got so lucky last week. They're the first time in NFL history a team that has won a football game when their opponent scored 3 touchdowns and they scored 0.
Yeah.
Graham Gano got hurt. Giants didn't have a kicker. They lost, I think, 18-21 when the Commanders kicked 7 field goals.
Yeah, that's wild. And yeah, they're not going to get that again. I still think the Eagles win that division, but Commanders look pretty good.
Commanders look better than I thought they'd be, for sure. For damn sure.
Who's more real, the Commanders or the Vikings?
I think the
Vikings.
Yeah.
Commanders got a W against the Giants and the Bengals. As much as Joe Burrow gets, his numbers aren't bad at all, but they're 0-3 right now. So not a great
They
football
sure are.
team.
I'll take Trey Hendrickson, please. Thank you.
Maybe that's the one.
I'd take Sam Hubbard, too.
I would take Sam Hubbard too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for
But
either
Trey
one.
Hendrickson hasn't got a deal yet.
Yeah, and I feel like he'll play even without the contract. That'll be ideal. I don't know if that trade happens though until close to the deadline again.
Nah, yeah, I don't care if it happens right now or in a couple weeks. I just want it to happen.
Would you be pissed if it just doesn't happen at all?
I'd be a little upset if they don't make a move and get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Davenport going down, it'd be nice to have some
This is
extra
your year.
depth, with some people like who are a little bit more proven outside of what we have.
You guys, they've been preaching it all year. Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes. everybody. The Super Bowl. You're going to win the Super Bowl this season. Sheila Ford Hamp said it.
Yeah.
It's teams that are going to win a Super Bowl, if they have a starting edge rusher go down for the season, they go out and get another edge rusher. So
That's where I'm at.
I don't care what it takes. Go get somebody to put.
Like
next
the
to them.
only exception for me is if they play really well. And it's
Even
seemingly
then-
not fit, but you got the money right now.
You got the cap space. There's no other reason why you're holding on to that cap space. You know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Go and get it.
Go get him. And Trey Hendrickson would be perfect. Like it could be the White Castle still with Trey Hendrickson and Aiden Hutchinson. Like
Yeah, they would have to be the Trailer Park Boys. I feel like White Walker fit
Hendrickson and Hutchinson,
Hutchin.
White Suns.
Drix.
I don't know.
Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I mean, like the Bengals have
We went over
Hubbard
this.
and
We got the
Hendrickson. So we'd have to just
Yeah.
like figure out whatever like their nickname is and
H
come up
and
with
H.
something a little bit better.
H&R Block.
no.
H, you aren't gonna block.
Get your taxes done.
Yeah, you give up on this one.
We could call our defensive line the game if we ended up getting all three because we'd have Triple H.
I
That would
almost
be cool.
asked how the hell you heard them, but you got your fucking earbuds.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at him like, wah, 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 wah.
It's time to play the game. That would be hype.
The game? Triple H?
If we got
Another H?
That's a good one.
Yeah, if you said if we got Hubbard and Hendrickson, we could be the game.
What, Trailer Park Boys isn't cool enough for you guys?
I don't know. I feel like it's got to be something with the H's or the Suns. Hutchinson, Hendrickson, Viking. Oh,
They can't be Vikings.
no.
They're literally our division rivals.
Yeah, there's actually a team called the Vikings.
Is there another prominent white group we
Yeah.
can name them after? Preferably one with acronyms. They are really cool.
Yeah.
You know, they're cool guys.
HHH.
I guess, I mean, they could be the White Walkers. I don't care. But it was so much, it felt, Crosby, like, made that one
Yeah,
legit.
because he's
like,
a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, Hendrickson's a dog, too.
Is he having a good season?
I know he had 17 and a half sacks, 2 years ago?
Looking it up right now. He's already had 3 sacks in the season, yeah. 2 against the Chiefs as well. 1 last night against the Commies.
What's H on the periodic table?
Hydrogen?
Hydrogen?
Yeah,
H2O?
It's number 1, I think.
Levi O, H2O. Hutchinson, Hendrickson, Levi Onwuzurike, H2O.
2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen?
Dude.
Or 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen.
Huh? 2 hydrogen. H2O.
It's in the middle there, so you can't.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. It would be O2 if it was 2 H2O2.
CO2.
H2O2.
Yeah, the 2's
is-
after.
Yeah.
Because CO2 gas.
Yeah.
It's 2. H2O. Hutch, Hendricks,
Levi Onwuzurike.
Onwuzurike. What about Liam? When's he return? He's got to come back.
I don't know. I like H2O though.
Lots of injuries.
H2O.
We got a clip from one of our fearless leaders, DJ Reader, kind of talking about that. We also have our top 10. You want to talk about the Commanders and the Vikings and who's legit, where they're ranked.
Yeah, I'm gonna monologue.
Your top 10.
I'm gonna monologue the Tigers in the next segment though.
All right, go for
We
it.
need to talk about the Detroit Tigers.
Planet
Coming
Fitness.
up next. But first, let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Honolulu BS says, wow, you guys need a break. That was some heavy thinking. Nice. Oh, no, we can't use that one. Wish upon a camel toe, that's bad. Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. You can get a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like the hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations around the world. For more information or to join, go to planetfitness.com or just go right in location. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
And let me tell you about the smoothest tequila in the game. That is 1800 Tequila. It is proud partners of Woodward Sports and the Detroit Lions watch party. So enjoy the smoothest tequila there is around. That's 1800 Tequila. Please drink responsibly.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I need to.
To prove that you can get just as strong at Planet Fitness, we're seeing if people can tell the difference between our 75-pound dumbbell and a 75-pound dumbbell from an overpriced competitor gym. Okay, the old flick test, that never fails.
There's literally no difference.
Plus, you can save $28 or more when you join today. Wow.
Why would I pay more to lift the same weights?
It's the Planet Fitness Strong Choice Sale. Save $28 or more. Join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 10th. Planet Fitness. Light price, strong choice.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Are you dealing with custody, divorce, or visitation rights for your family? Make sure you go see the best in the family law game. It's KDK Law. Hit them up, 248-971-0476, or scan the QR code above my head. If you tell them the heavyweight assist you, they will pay your first-time filing fee. 10+ years experience, 24/7 availability. It's KDK Law. They got your back.
Shaq's got your back.
Winsel Perez with a double to bring the Detroit Tigers one game closer to a playoff appearance for the first time in a decade.
Yeah, it's amazing. It literally is amazing. Tariq Skubal does what he does. He got on the tit and he threw 8 innings of scoreless baseball, 7 innings of scoreless baseball. You love to see that. Bo Brisky came in, closed out the 8th and the 9th to get the Tigers the save, get Tariq Skubal the win. Winsel Perez, he was the best player on the Tigers today, not named Tariq Skubal. He had 3 amazing at-bats, 2 of them drawing walks, and the third one obviously hitting that ground rule double down the first base line to give the Tigers their 2-0 lead. Shout out Byrne in the Woodward Sports chat.
Shout out. I think
He
he's at the
says,
game.
I did my part. Y'all better be at that game tomorrow. Make that place loud. Wake up, Tigers fans. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I'm extremely excited. The place is going to be rocking. Hopefully I get to see Jackson Job's first taste of Major League Baseball. But I don't know. I can't say enough about this team, how they're getting it done, the way they're manufacturing these runs, the way they're getting these team of destiny type calls. Like, Parker Meadows should have struck out twice before the eventual Winsel Perez double. Like, there were 2 calls that should not have been they checked down the third baseline at the third base umpire, and he said that Parker Meadows didn't go, but he obviously did. He obviously swung on both of those pitches, which would have been a swinging strike 3, but little pixie dust on it, and the Tigers get the win. It's just awesome to see. We were talking about it on air during the watch party. Me, Maz, and Ryan. We were who's in the bullpen? Who's warming up? Who's going to come in for Skubal? At first it was Bo Brisky, and then it was Gunther, and then it was at Vest, and we were all just like, yeah, it works. Sounds good. Him with Vest. Sure. Brisky? Sure. Because you just feel like whoever is coming in for the Tigers out of that bullpen is going to just tear shit up. Bo Brisky came in there. He struck out 2 in the 8th. He did give up the home run in the 9th, but then he closed down the club, got the strikeout to end the game. It's just awesome to see that these guys just continue to have that gritty Tigs attitude, getting these wins. We saw all of the Red Wings in attendance at the Tigers game today. That was cool to see them down there supporting the boys as they're trying to make a push for the playoffs. It's amazing, man. Chris Fetter and AJ Hinch don't get enough credit in what they've done with these players, with these pitchers, and the management of them throughout the season. It's amazing.
83-74. 1.5 game over the Twins. I think I saw a tweet. It's either a tweet or maybe a news article that mentioned like the Tigers. Or no, I think it was one of you guys in Woodward Sports chat while the live party was on. Had a 1% chance to make the playoffs.
Yes.
It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, at the beginning of August, there was a 1% chance.
Now it's 74%.
Yeah, now they're 74%. It's insane. We put the graphic up on Friday of the playoff percentage in the month of September, and it was like just hovering around 10%, and then just shot up to around 50%, and now, like you said, it's up over 70%. It's amazing stuff, man. And I was happy what the Tigers did today. They got the game in before the rain, so you can get Skubal out there. And what does Skubal do? He goes out there, 7 scoreless, 7 strikeouts. Just an impressive performance for the best pitcher in baseball. He's going to win the Triple Crown. He is going to be that guy going forward, and I love it. I'm so happy seeing that. You got to pay him, but he deserves it.
Scoop goes 7 too, just fucking 0.
Yeah,
0 points to show for it.
Here's the playoff graph. The percentage from August, and this was until Friday. It's just an insane run by the Detroit Tigers and what they've done. It really feels like a team of destiny. We're all Marlins fans tonight, as WeezyD313 puts it, because the Marlins are going up against the Twins. We need them to take care of business and put Minnesota in a coffin for us. I'm just extremely happy. But the Tigers control their own destiny as well. Now you got 4 wins, and you're in. Forget about the Marlins. Forget about the Twins. Forget about the Royals, the Mariners. You win 4 baseball games in this homestand against that team we just saw that couldn't do anything with the bats. I know it was Tariq Skubal, but still, the Rays have been bad this year. And then you've got the White Sox, who are the worst team in the history of baseball. You win 4 games against probably 2 of the worst 4 teams in the MLB, and you go to the playoffs. So you couldn't write a script any better. We need Kiter Montero to go out there tomorrow and throw another gem. He has been pitching extremely well. No, I'm not nervous at all. He has been one of the best pitchers in the American League since the All-Star break. The guy's going to go out there. I'm ready to see him shut down this Rays order again, because he's been doing it. He's been better than Corbin Burns since the All-Star break. He has been a legitimate number 2 since the All-Star break, which is crazy. I mean, I guess he kind of has to, because you really only have 2 starters. But Kiter Montero has been damn good. Shout out to Chris Fetter again for doing that and making him look like a stud. You got to go out there tomorrow and shut down this Rays lineup again.
What's Scoop's ERA in the season?
2.38.
Nice.
Yeah, number 1 in
your hearts.
The American League. Number 1 in your hearts. Number 1 on the mound. I believe the second place ERA in the American League is 2.75. So you got a nice healthy lead over that. He's got like a 4-win advantage over second place, and he's got about a 30 strikeout advantage over second place. So God forbid something crazy happens. It looks like he's got that Triple Crown all but locked up. He might get 1 start or another start here down the stretch.
Yeah, it's kind of, you got to play that kind of weird now, right? Because if you make the playoffs, you kind of want him. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because he's going to miss one either way.
Yeah. He's going to start a game in the playoffs. He should start. Well,
we can't start every game, though,
Start 2.
Like, just force it?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, he's going to end up starting 2 because when they make it to the second round.
Yeah. He's going to start 2. And, like, when we get to the second round, you get to the ALDS, and that's a 5-game series.
Yeah.
He's going to start 2 in that series for sure. So.
It's such a magical run to that even if you were the numbers type, I'm sure he'd sacrifice like that Triple Crown to get another W to get this team to the playoffs in the final 5. The final 5.
And that's not even like stretching. Like that's what aces do when you get in those 5-game playoff series. Like if we get through the wild card series, we get to the ALDS.
Well, Verlander did it.
It's best of 5. Skubal's going to get 2 starts. So I like our fucking chances if we get into the playoffs. I really do, especially if it's Cleveland. Right now, we'd be seeing who is Houston and then Cleveland if we win.
Yeah.
If we get into that top playoff spot, it would be Baltimore and then New York, which I'd rather see Houston and Cleveland personally.
Yeah.
But Maz was saying he'd rather see Baltimore and New York. I really don't want any part of the Yankees.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
New York doesn't have a good pitching staff at all, so we would have 2 guaranteed wins when Skubal is on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
And I love what Montero's doing, but like going up against Judge and Chisholm and
don't want that. We are the Yankee killers, though.
Soto. We are the Yankee killers, but this is a different Yankees team.
I'll say this real quick too. I guess to the actually not. I can't even say that for sure yet. But I know this for damn sure about baseball. I'm not going to give you a bunch of numbers. I can give you a lot of X and O's, but I know every single year you can build the biggest team you want. We've seen it here in Detroit multiple times. The hottest team is usually one that ends up taking that crown.
And starting pitching wins in the playoffs. Like, that's what wins more than anything in the MLB playoffs is starting pitching. We remember that Tigers versus the Giants series. Like, that Giants team, they had Bumgarner, Kane, and Lincecum coming out of the bullpen.
Big
like,
time Timmy
just
Jim.
absolutely insane. The Tigers have the best pitching, one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, and they don't even have a pitching staff. Like,
That's
they've got
wild.
2 start. Now you've got Mize and Olsen coming back, and so you technically got 4 starters now. But it's just insane to see what these guys have been doing since the All-Star break. It's really just unprecedented stuff, and Chris Fetter is a god. Like, Chris Fetter is just absolutely nuts. I want to get, like, Chris Fetter deserves a statue if they make the playoffs.
What are you more likely to get, a Chris Fetter tattoo or Dan Campbell? You get out the
Dan
bet on the
Campbell
line.
for sure,
But,
yeah.
Somebody actually already got the Dan Campbell bite in his kneecap. Did you see that over the weekend?
Yeah, that's aggressive, but
I ain't aggressive. Shout out to you. I think that's awesome.
Dan Campbell is definitely a cool guy. If the Tigers win the
Cool
World
guy.
Series, though, I'd get a Chris Fetter tattoo for sure.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Does it have to be this year?
This year,
Okay.
yes.
Throwing the hood up.
Throw your hood up.
Throw your hood up.
Yeah, I'm really happy, man. I'm really happy with the way the Tigers have been performing. These young guys going out there taking care of business. Riley Green, he had your first hit of the game. Obviously, Wencel Perez had the big hit and a couple walks. It was
Wencel Perez has been clutch these
Wencel
past
Perez-
couple of games.
Wencel Perez is a
He's
damn
been
good
fucking
baseball player.
yeah, dude.
Kid's a
And
ball
he hit
player.
that stretch when he first came in too.
Yeah.
And he
Kid's a
went
ball
quiet.
player,
Now he's
man.
back.
He can play in a lot of different positions. Him and Vierling, man, just to be like your super utility guys in this
Yeah.
lineup to supplement, like supplementary bats of Wencel Perez and Vierling to go along with Keith and Green and, you know, Parker Meadows is coming around.
I saw some
Hopefully Torkelson looked awful today.
Okay, I was gonna say I saw some people bitch about
Awful.
Torque. What
Very
happened?
bad. Just was not seeing the ball at all. Swinging at Javi pitches, like just very, very poor showing. He made a couple nice plays in the field. I'll give him that. Definitely had a couple
Torque.
plays. He's solid at first base, but he looked out of place at the plate. It was pretty ugly.
Which Tiger needs to womp tomorrow? Says
Riley
James.
Green, like I've been saying it
Yeah.
for this entire run. Your big dogs need to be your big dogs when you're trying to make the playoffs. We need Riley Green. You need Carpenter to step up. He had a rough game today as well. You need your big dogs to eat. It's good when Perez can do this and steal you one in a Skubal start. But when it's not a Skubal start, you need Riley Green to go out there and go 3 for 4 with a bomb. You need Carpenter to go 2 for 4 with a bomb. You need Parker Meadows to have a couple hits. You need Colt Keith to have a couple hits. Like, you need your big bats to be big bats when you're trying to make the playoffs.
How about bullpen day for Game 1 of the playoffs?
I wouldn't be mad at it. Put fucking Job on the tit. First game of the playoffs. Have him open up the bullpen.
Have him start?
Yeah. Have him be the bullpen opener. Have him go 4. And then give it to Brisky or Vest or somebody like
I
that.
don't remember who interviewed him. They're talking to him about just coming out of the bullpen because he's done it since high school.
Yeah.
And he's like, you kind of like it because I get my stuff in right away.
Yeah. Dude, you put
You
Job,
don't gotta
you put
reserve
Job on the
yourself for
mound.
those that long stretch of innings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say, Job, you're going to be our opener. You got 4. He's going out there. He's throwing 102 for
Yeah.
4 innings. Like, God, I would love to see that.
I can't wait to see this kid because there's more than just Tigers fans gassing him up.
God,
It's
I
everyone.
hope- yeah, he's the best pitching prospect in baseball. He has already, he hasn't even thrown it yet, but he's got a top 5 pitch in the MLB. Like, his slider is absolutely disgusting. It's got over 3,000 RPMs. It is just completely wipeout.
What's your favorite pitch in all of baseball?
Probably it's that splunker that Paul Skeens throws, which is a slider sinker that has I don't know, it's just disgusting. It starts off on the plate and it has 14 inches of horizontal movement and 12 inches of vertical movement and just completely darts. It's just a disgusting pitch. I really, really
That's
like
a dirty one to have too because some of these guys you need your arms. The fastball guys
Yeah.
like Verlander, them he's got the finesse.
He's got Skeens has 4 pitches and they go in every single different direction.
That's dirty.
And he can throw all of them at 88 or higher. One of my favorite pitches for a long time, obviously the Verlander curveball was one of my favorites. Just that yellow hammer, courtesy of Tim Price. But Noah Syndergaard. When Noah Syndergaard was really good for the Mets for a couple years, Maz can attest to this. He had a power slider because he was throwing his fastball like 103. 103. And he had like a 96 mile per hour slider that would just cut off the plate. It was just an insane pitch. But we do got to go to break. I love this Tigers, these gritty takes. I'm going to be in the building tomorrow. If you're there, you're coming out, come see your boy. I'll be in section 115, row 43. So come out. I'll drink a beer with you. But we do got to go to break. Chase, tell us about Feldman Chevrolet.
Yeah, Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer. With over 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Go ahead and visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Since 1996, that's 28 years if you're not good at math, Feldman Automotive, since Benmo Raxter's been alive,
Yep.
Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide you a fast, convenient, and first-class buying experience. Go ahead and call the Feldman Advantage today. Catch Woodward Sports live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday.
And let me tell you about New Holland Brewing. Have you heard of the long drink, the gin-based cocktail? We've got a great one made in Michigan, made with all natural ingredients for better flavor. Taller, the Dutch long drink from New Holland Brewing Company is shoulders above the rest. Made from New Holland small batch gin, 100% real grapefruit puree for a fresh and delicious flavor. Taller, your local long drink.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Hamp for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Hey Detroit, on game day, wake up with Woodward and Maine, your source for all of your insider information on the defending NFC North champions, your Detroit Lions, with insights from Detroit sports media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder. Get ready, Detroit, every Sunday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., Woodward and Maine, brought to you by Tangerine Space Machine, Taller, your local long drink, Sabbath Coffee, and Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Also want to tell you about New Holland Brewing Company and the Lions pregame show. It's the New Holland Brewing Company pregame show, brought to you every game day by Neil Rule and Sean Belizean, bringing you the best Lions pregame show Sunday 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports, live at Second Best Bar in Detroit. The latest injury reports, fantasy sit and starts, and the inside scoop on your Detroit Lions. Join us for every Sunday home games live at Second Best Bar in Detroit, your official guide to Lions game day on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports, brought to you by Tangerine Space Machine, Taller, your local long drink, Sabbath Coffee, and Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey.
Shout out to Chase, dude. He reads better than all you guys.
You have a radio voice for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Appreciate
That's
it.
nice. Shout out to Lauren Rutledge.
Shout out to Laura Rutledge for sure.
Wow.
Still like Trinity.
Yeah. She's elite.
Damn that.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Shout
Shout out
out
to you
to her,
guys.
for sure.
Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I'm Easy, Spin More Racks, Young Chris. We got Chase in the building, killing on the ad reads. How often have you been in the booth? Is this your second show?
I think third full show. I've done
Yeah.
Wake Up Woodward, I've done Big D, and now I've done heavyweights.
Great job. Spinny's playing catcher over there.
2 words.
Anyway, all right, time to talk about the breaking news out of the Detroit Lions. Last night, Frank Ragnow, it was reported he has a partially torn pec happening early in the game. He finished the game, obviously. Still graded out, 81.4. PFF originally had that as a 99.9 because Frank's a man like that. Allegedly, and I get this entire interview, but Dan Campbell, they had to hold Frank back. Frank still wants to go.
I
Frank
would
still
not
wants
be
to play.
surprised if he played on Monday. Like,
I wouldn't either, man.
this is who this guy is. This is the same guy that got surgery on a partially torn meniscus and was back the next week. Like, this was a guy that literally just finished a game with half of his pec torn off. I would not be surprised at all, if Frank Ragnow played on Monday night, especially because you got the bye week the week after. So he's probably like, Coach, like, give me a shot, put me out there Monday. I got a whole week to recover. I would not be surprised at all if Frank this is not going to keep Frank out for more. If he misses any time for this, it will just be this week, because then he has 2 weeks to recover and he'll be fine after that. Like,
I'm totally fine if he misses 3 weeks.
yeah,
And I'm talking about the bye week in there included. I know people might get anxiety listening to that, but like, this offensive line has showed us in the past, if they're missing like one piece, they can still make things work. But it's when they're missing multiple pieces, I should get a little bit concerned, a little bit scared. But like, as of now, I'm fine with Ayoade coming in. He started a playoff game.
yeah.
And we still
could
have the
play-
opportunity to win that game too.
Yodi could play guard. Skipper could play guard.
Yeah.
You could maybe throw Manu out there.
I guess maybe though, if you, the only way I could go back to what I just said and point out a flaw is like, if it is Frank, it's almost like you have multiple backups because you're moving Graham to center, and then whoever.
But also, it's Frank's the quarterback of that offensive line. Frank
Exactly.
is one of the 2 players that he's actually the only player that touches the ball for every offensive snap, because sometimes Goff doesn't touch it. Sometimes you're in a wildcat. Sometimes you move the ball. But Frank is always snapping that ball if he's healthy. So he is obviously an extremely, extremely important player for this offense. But again, I wouldn't be. I can't think of the word.
Concerned?
No.
Surprised,
yeah.
If he played every
I
single
wouldn't be
snap?
surprised in the slightest if he played every single
I would
snap
not.
on Monday night. Like, that's just who he is, man.
Absolutely would not. I mean, he's the toe thing is always there. He's just
got 3 of them.
yeah.
Like,
it's just gone away. It is what it is at this point.
he's probably gonna rip off half of that torn pec, put it on a fishing pole, set out
Go
there,
catch him
catch
a
a
shark.
bass with it, and
Yeah.
then ready to go. Like, Frank is a different level of human.
He's the absolute man.
He is the definition of an Iron Man. He is the definition of just a tough son of a bitch. And like I said,
Son of a woman, be respectful.
yeah, sorry. I'm sure your mom is a lovely lady, but
Can you imagine a pissed off Frank? That'd
I
be
would
one
not want to
scary
piss, dude.
motherfucker, man.
Any of those guys, dude. Any
none of them.
offensive.
Dude,
Decker,
remember we met Skip and we're like, hey,
yeah,
dude,
bro.
nice to meet you, bud.
One of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life is Dan Skipper, but he is huge.
Giant human being.
Just a giant human being. But yeah, I would not be surprised if Frank plays Monday, honestly.
I wouldn't be surprised if Frank plays. I wouldn't be surprised if Frank doesn't miss a goddamn snap. I
Yeah.
don't know what I prefer because I know he's built for that. He's about that life.
I selfishly want him to play on Monday because I desperately
Just for the
want to
lore?
beat this Seahawks team
Oh,
and
that
for the
too.
lore. Yeah,
Yeah.
to just be like, yeah, he's got 3 toes, half a meniscus, and now half a pec, and he's still the highest graded fucking center in the NFL. Hey, Kansas City fans, can you guys eat shit now about Creed Humphrey? Like, Creed Humphrey isn't as good as half of Frank Ragnow's chest. Like, Frank Ragnow has half a chest, a partially torn meniscus, 3 toes on one of his foot, probably got a root canal, a concussion, a hangnail on his left toe, and he's still out there playing as the best center in the NFL. Like,
You know what?
The guy is just so good, dude.
In that scenario, I got to ask, though, like, would you prefer Ayoade make that step? Or I said last night when I did the video on it, Manu, I kind of want to see it.
I would rather see Manu.
I'm pretty sure he was inactive last game, but they were just for like roster reasons, moving other guys up. I know they moved up Allen Robinson and Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick officially on the 53-man squad now after they moved Derek Barnes and Marcus Davenport to IR officially. So Tim Patrick officially on the squad. But yeah, I kind of want Manu. I just feel like Giovanni Manu in there, 6'7", 350 pounds, there's no question you're running the goddamn football with him.
Yes.
You know, there's no concerns of him playing the guard spot because that's what he played at BC for a minute
just have a
too.
lot of Jared's passes, make him run a little bit to the right before he throws it, you know, so he can stand behind Sewell and Zeitler. But if you're running the ball, run it behind that big son of a bitch from Canada. Like, dude, I would love that. James in the Woodward Sports Chat says Frank is a Wamposaurus Rex.
He is a Wamposaurus Rex.
Definitely a Wamposaurus Rex. Womp womp.
Womp, womp.
I just love it, dude. I love Frank Ragnow, and I'm not worried about this at all because I know in worst case scenario,
Yeah.
he'll be back in at worst 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I expect 2. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 0.
And some good news, I guess, too, in terms of like the matchup against the Seattle Seahawks is they got Byron Murphy, who I think is a fucking stud. Jermont Jones really good too. Byron Murphy dealing with a hamstring injury himself, so you won't have to worry about that tough son bitch in there. Although he's a rookie, he looked the part. But yeah, I'm not really tripping, man. One guy, even if without him, we'll be straight. And I think we'll be able to run the football regardless, no matter what. It's just the pass protection. You can say when things got a little bit shaky for JG last year, it was the interior offensive line.
Yes.
However, there were multiple injuries across the interior offensive line. I know Colby Sorsdale was starting guard. You had Ayoade starting the other guard. Like, we were missing Jonah and Glasgow at that point, and that's why you dealt with that situation. This ain't that. It's really just one guy missing. And I know, Graham's not Frank, but he's serviceable at the center position.
Yes, he's good. He's a good center.
There's a reason why you draft these guys. They're not left guard, right guard. It's IOL.
Yes.
Interior offensive lineman. It's the reason why Jonah Jackson can not play center since fucking high school and go start that game for the Los Angeles Rams in Week 1 against the Detroit Lions. Like, it's IOL. It's pretty interchangeable, but obviously, like Spinney said, Frank's a quarterback where he's calling out, blitzing linebackers, blitzing safeties. You missed that part of it, but we'll be straight. We'll be straight, and I'd get well. Get heal up soon.
Graham's a good center. Like, he's not Frank Ragnow, but he's a good center, and that's not anything to sneeze at. Like, he'll be able to fill into that role nicely if needed to be. It's just who replaces him. Is it Sorsdale? So I saw someone say, Mike Bell says, I wonder how Mahogany is developing. Like, we'll see.
Yeah, that's a great point too.
He's probably definitely the
He's
most
on IR.
pro-ready.
I was just looking up on that. I was trying to figure out more about his injury.
Yeah.
I know back in camp he had mononucleosis, which is why he was out. And but that's like a little bit of an old report. I don't know if that'd still be what keeps him on injured reserve.
Yeah.
I think now they just have the luxury with him already on IR to kind of, get him into shape. Or get him into playing shape.
He probably lost a lot of weight having mono.
Yeah, because he also was. That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
6th-round pick too. Like, there's probably some things I wanted to work on.
I wouldn't be surprised
A
if he
little
lost
rough around
like
the
20
edges.
pounds of mono. Because if you have mono like bad, you're not eating shit.
Remember when Sam Darnold got mono?
Yeah.
I didn't know mono was like bad like that.
Dude, my boy Schwitz had mono and strep throat at the same time.
That sounds awful.
He was like dying. Like
Go ahead. I'll say they call it the kissing disease.
Yeah, and he was like, dead on the couch, and we would I would come over there because he was my neighbor, and I'd go hang out with his brother and like be like, Adam, you want to play basketball? And you could just feel the death like admitting as soon as you walk in into the house. He lost like 30 pounds. He's already super skinny, and it was tough to watch.
Yeah, Graham played center last year against the Raiders, and against New Orleans, against Chicago.
Paul says Chase is too sophisticated for the heavyweights. You did say mononucleosis.
Yeah,
Perfectly.
Yes, yeah.
what a loser.
Yeah. Jeez.
I'll let the hair down.
Hydrogen 2
Yeah, I'll do that.
Drop the hair.
Yeah, loosen up a little bit.
Do it on camera.
Yeah, all right.
Tell me something good.
All right, so hopefully loosen up a little bit.
That guy,
We'll
that
take
guy
it.
doesn't say mononucleosis for sure.
Yeah, this guy says mono. All right, we got to go to break though. We got some bills to pay. Tell us about Black Sabbath coffee.
Just regular Sabbath coffee,
Uh-oh.
but Sabbath coffee.
Why's it got to be black?
Fuel your Lions fandom with the perfect cup and become a subscriber of the Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Whether you're gearing up for a big game or savoring a quiet morning, Sabbath Coffee Roasters has you covered with fresh, locally sourced coffee. It is the best in the game, and it's delivered right to your door. Choose your favorite roast. Use code word Woodward and get 25% off your subscription order at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Awake, unwind, support local, and enjoy game day right with Sabbath Coffee Roasters. And let me tell you about Caesars Sportsbook. If you want to place a bet, if you want to listen to Spenny and take Bo Brisky over 1.5 strikeouts when he got put in the game.
Which did hit if you took it.
Which did hit. So make sure you do that at Caesars Sportsbook. And you can place a bet up to $1,000. If you lose, you'll get that money back. It's a free bet. All you got to do, scan that QR code, use code Woodward1000, and you will get up to $1,000 back. Minimum bet of $20. Caesar Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Not only is Dispo your local cannabis plug, but right now, if you
Weed.
scan the QR code and bring it into any one of their 6+ locations across the great state of Michigan, you'll save $10 and repurchase $25 or more. That's right. Scan the QR code, bring it in, visit disposhops.com. You must be 21 up and older to participate. A-Par to Berdak.
Rabbit Scabbard.
Rabbit Scabbard. What up, there? Welcome back to What Heavyweights Live, WoodsportsSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Spinmo Rex.
Hello.
Young Chris. We got Chase Amley in the building. Does Chase need a nickname, or is he not here frequently enough for the
No,
for
you can get a nickname for sure.
All right, chat, let him loose. Nice ones.
Yeah, nice ones.
Sophisticated Chase.
Mononucleosis.
Mononucleosis. What's the biggest word you know off the top of your head?
Oh, man.
That's a tough question.
Yeah, I mean, like, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Like, I
It's
don't know if that
honestly
counts.
Actually a word.
I was like, that count? I don't know.
I
It's
don't
from,
know.
like, Mary Poppins or something like that.
Yeah.
Anti-promorphism.
That was the first thing I thought of too, though. For sure.
Yeah.
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 Anti-promorphism.
Mitochondria.
You never heard of that one?
No.
It's like when you take characters of life. Well, anti is like not.
A big word for that.
Yeah, it's honestly the weirdest word or reason to have a big word.
Chase the bag.
Chase the bag. Ooh, we got rapper names in there, dude.
Chase the money.
Chase the
That's one I
bag
heard.
is a good one.
That is a
dude.
good one. Yeah, I'm not getting paid, but yeah. I was getting it.
I mean, hey, you guys come up with a nickname. I mean, yeah.
Chase
Whatever.
the money's a good producer.
This one's kind of the spot spinning. It's not necessarily on the prep sheet, but the boys were talking about it last night, and I saw it float across my screen on Twitter as well. Knowing that the rest of the Detroit Lions defensive line only has 1.5 sacks on the season and a 10% win rush rate. Are you concerned with Marcus Davenport going down? We saw what he did in week 1.
Yeah, I think you should be concerned. Like, that's what he was brought in here to be, was to be that guy opposite of Hutch, to be the guy who beats one-on-ones. And him going down sucks. It does, because he he runs the ones out there. But if you got Davenport in there, he's ready to run some ones. You never know what you're going to get out of him. But I think you're going to see an increased workload from guys like Levi Onwuzurike and Josh Pascal, James Houston. I think Levi is very capable of filling that role, but still, like I said, you are.
These nicknames.
Yeah, these are good, dude. Chase Diddy, damn.
Chase, I know.
No.
Chasing boys.
Chasing boys.
The verb thing, like the fact that it is a verb makes it really.
It makes it pretty easy for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I've never had a nickname really before, so I mean, if
What
somebody,
would your rapper name be?
I don't know, man. I'm not a rapper. I'm not like musically gifted like that.
We've got just blessed overnight.
You just woke up, you can spit
Yeah.
bars.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Probably something like with like I'd probably do something with like chase the money or chase the bag, chase the bank. You
Chase
know?
the bag is yeah.
Chase a dream.
Chase De Niro, I like that. I'm
Chase
jealous.
De Niro. Yeah. You're jealous? Your name's easy.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, like what?
Smell Raxter
I'm
guy
jealous.
also.
My name's
I'm not gonna
Easy.
lie. This is not even me picking on you. Like yours is only kind of like
What?
not that cool one. This is young Chris.
Yeah, no, I don't got a sweet nickname.
I guess Chris P, but that's like
Yeah.
why are you laughing?
Crispy.
What's so funny over there?
No, that used to be a nickname that carried me even back in
But
our
now it's kinda
class.
corny
remember?
though, right? Yeah.
That was Chris P. Yeah, I feel I don't know. I go back and forth with that one.
I guess
Sometimes
Chris P.
it's corny, but
Yeah.
like it's also kind of.
What do you what? Let it out.
That's how you said that, dude.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say lame.
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but you got a stupid name.
I mean, I'm not sitting here introducing myself as young Chris to people. You know what I mean? Just
Yo,
like-
it's Chris P.
yeah.
Chris in the has I've been waiting for this moment. Chris P. All right. I apologize, but you were elaborating there or discussing. You are
Give me a
concerned
better
for the
nickname,
defensive
guys.
line.
I am a little concerned. Yeah, I do think these guys could step up. But if you want to achieve the goals that you have set out, if you want to win the Super Bowl, you're going to have to bring in somebody that can do this at a high level. To bring in somebody that you could put opposite Aiden Hutchinson.
It's got a lot going on over here.
Yeah, whether that be a Trey Hendrickson, it could, you could look at is Zadarius Smith still available? I just saw the Ravens got Yannick Ngakoue, which sucks. I didn't even know he was still hanging around. That would have been pretty nice to bring in, but no, I as of right now, initial reaction, I'm not too worried about it because I think they can supplement well with Levi, Houston, and Pascal. But in the future, if you're trying to go after a Super Bowl, if you're really trying to win the Super Bowl this year, you're going to need to get somebody to fill that gap.
We're kind of back to where we were last year on the edge rusher position, but we still have DJ Reader to add to the middle of the line. So.
Absolutely, yeah. Matter of fact, we do have DJ Reader kind of talking about these injuries. Chris, did I send that in Slack yet?
Yes, you did.
You know, run that video?
Yeah.
With this much depth, maybe
Not supposed to be in
then I
it?
think a lot of
I
guys
haven't pressed on it.
that play
It's
with
just
them
not coming
probably
through.
around that time, but I haven't been around a team with this much overall talent.
Yeah, he was kind of talking about the depth of this team, the talent of the team, like
Ukwu, says Steve Lehman.
bringing him up.
Yeah.
Uku, Good, we
A
talked
good-
about
a good
yesterday.
player.
Good player. I guess Matthew Betts, your boy Betts, went back to Canada.
Yep.
So I don't know if he's so much of an
Canada!
option. Canada! Oh, I was thinking Tory Lanez. I don't know.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, for sure. Me too.
But the only reason I'm not concerned is, like, Hutch has been so good. I'm a little concerned, but not like a lot. I like Levi and Enrique a lot. I think I've been that way since the offseason. I think hopefully, if you guys have paid attention, he's been applying the pressure as well within games. Hutch is so good though that he's like sniped sacks away from Levi O at certain times. Matter of fact, I think Hutch sniped one away from Davenport too. Like he's just there every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So I still think we are a formidable front, especially in terms of like run defense. But yeah, if you want to get after a quarterback, I thought this in the offseason alone, like go get that. We were the guys that you guys hated on for wanting Chase Young on this team. But it's like we're that close.
We are
Like
that close.
that's how close we are. So like go get that Chase Young. Not him in particular, but like somebody.
Matt Judon would have been nice.
Matt Judon would have been nice. And you watch him on primetime football against a good KC line, and he did his damn thing
Chasing
too.
Patrick Mahomes around.
Yeah, fuck, man. I didn't
will
think he
get
was going
them
to play
now.
without a bag, though.
Yeah.
So I was out. It's kind of the same thing with Reddick now as well. But he's getting fined to this point where he probably wants to play.
Yeah, Reddick. I don't know. I just don't see Reddick, like I said, as a Dan Campbell guy, and I don't see them as a guy they'd target. Trey Hendrickson, on the other hand.
I like that one. And then that one's obviously more obvious now, too. That team's 0-3. I'd love for the Raiders to keep on losing because Crosby's definitely the pipe dream that I want for goddamn sure.
God, yeah.
There's also the connection with Hendrickson to New Orleans, where Dan Campbell came from as well, because that's where Hendrickson played before he was signed by Cincinnati.
And DJ Reader. DJ Reader was with them last year as well.
Yep.
So I'm sure they're both pushing for that one. Henderson was going to hold out this year.
Yeah.
And I think he's still balling even without DJ Reader.
He would rather play for a Super Bowl if he's not getting paid than play on the shitty poopy Bengals.
Let's go get somebody, Brad. And I'm not I'm not forcing it. I'm not asking you to see it right now. But I think if we want to get the Super Bowl, you did it with New Orleans. Not New Orleans, I'm sorry. You did it with L.A. Was he there for that one? No, he wasn't. Mm-mm. But you're a witness to it at least. You're very familiar with the process. Like, once you're that close, go all in and fucking complete the process. Don't. And I don't. The window's obviously not closed. They look phenomenal this year so far. But don't pull Buffalo Bills where you're just fucking like you just never. Just you're edging yourself.
Mediocre in perpetuity. Yeah.
Yeah, you're edging the fans, bro. Yeah. Like, we're so goddamn close and can't nothing get cashed in. It sucks.
Nitty Gritty says Browns are cooked. Think they'd part with Myles Garrett for 2 firsts in Houston?
Fuck no, they wouldn't.
No.
I mean,
you don't trade Myles Garrett.
He's dealing with some foot injuries, though. I guess he's got like some shit from when he was a kid, like flaring back up.
Maybe
not foot cancer, right?
Chase probably knows a technical term for it.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Footolongipitis.
Yeah,
I know.
Forcitorsolitis.
I know the bones in your hands are called your carpals, and your bones in your feet are called your tarsals, and you have like your metacarpals and your metatarsals.
Yeah, some with his metatarsals, dude.
Yeah, he's pretty meta with those tarsals.
Metatarsalitis. Some may say.
We do got to go to break.
Do you think that could happen?
Metatarsalitis?
No, the fucking Browns going go.
No, they're not. I mean, they're definitely in a hole they need to dig out of, but they're not getting rid of Myles Garrett. Maybe Myles Garrett has metatonsillitis with his tarsals, but we do got to go to break. And if you need a haircut, you just got to go to Lady Jane's, because you can walk into Lady Jane's Haircuts from end to day. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and hot towel treatment. All from one of our talented stylists. Take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Just scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome. Tell us about Second Best, Chase.
Yeah, you guys want to know where the best Lions pregame party is? Join us at Detroit's very own Second Best Bar. They're located on 42 Watson Street for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey while enjoying Woodward Sports pregame show only at Second Best Bar. Come get some.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
To prove that you can get just as strong at Planet Fitness, we're seeing if people can tell the difference between our 75-pound dumbbell and a 75-pound dumbbell from an overpriced competitor gym. Okay, the old flick test, that never fails.
There's literally no difference.
Plus, you can save $28 or more when you join today. Wow.
Why would I pay more to lift the same weights?
It's the Planet Fitness Strong Choice Sale. Save $28 or more. Join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 10th. Planet Fitness. Light price, strong choice.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
3, 2. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down, Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences the online and big box retailers. With one major difference, they're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
What up, though? Welcome to World Heavyweights Live on WordSports.com. I'm easily joined by Spinball Rex, young Chris, no Nicholas Kohloff. He is getting his mouth drilled in.
He is getting drilled in the mouth.
His
right
mouth
now.
is getting drilled
as
we speak.
Nick, he just got married. already getting drilled in his mouth.
Nick got married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he did.
congrats to him. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get invited, honestly.
Didn't get invited.
Kind of fucked up.
Pretty wild.
And that's why I'm happy he's getting drilled in the mouth by another man right now.
He's definitely.
Once again,
Yeah, I mean, he's literally getting drilled in the mouth by
literally
another
having
man.
a man drill him in the mouth right now.
No joke.
That is a factual statement.
Factual statement was made. All right, Spinny. Back to the Detroit Lions. Two places we could take this one. You put one on here that I thought was very interesting, and it could kind of tie into the power rankings, so maybe I'll save it. But I also broke down the second half woes for the Detroit Lions in this past game. Where do you want to take this one?
Oh, dude, this is probably the fucking stupid, the Rays coming back right now.
Oh.
Shitty poopy Rays. Ha ha. Skubal owns you.
Rays Busters drove by.
Rays Busters drove by, dropping them back off at the hotel. But let's do your offensive breakdown.
And now, time for the speakeasy. No, you saw it in the chat. You know, Booner and I had to go back and forth on it because he wasn't happy with some of the takeaways, and some of them maybe. And I gotta watch the rest of the running back reps too. But I put it in there. Jared Goff's second half stats: 5 for 10, 62 yards and 1 interception. The running back still did the damn thing. 10 attempts for Monty, 50 yards. That's 5 yards per carry. I think it was 6 attempts for Gibbs, 5 attempts for Gibbs, 29 yards. That's 5.8 per carry. Those are just the numbers. But JG obviously had the interception too. By the numbers. We saw him miss Jame on that one as well. What?
Nothing.
You said real quick.
Yeah, I was just making fun of you because you were listing off numbers, but it's fine.
Oh,
it
I
didn't
see what
work.
you're doing.
It didn't work, but yeah. Go ahead.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Thanks for interrupting that one. I don't know, man. I really got to watch the rest of the tape, to be honest with you, to watch the running backs part of it. They're still doing their thing, though. I think JG's off to a little bit of a slow start, man.
I
hate that has to be me to say because people take it the wrong way, but
people are going to take that the wrong way, but it's true. He is off to a slower start, and it's not just him. It's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL, really. This has been a slow start for the NFL passing game. The only person to have over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in a game before Josh Allen did it last night, I think, is Andy Dalton. So it's not like
Andy Dalton did that in the first half.
Yeah, he did that in the first half. So, it might just be the year of the rifle, but I think
but that's like an exceptionally well game. I don't think that's a norm though. Like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I
That's
think
like
it
a really
happens
good game.
a lot more than you think. Like for it to only happen once in 3 weeks in the NFL is an anomaly.
I guess I'll go back to look at. I'll look at last year's.
The passing touchdowns are down like 30 from last year at this point. So it's an overall slump in the NFL passing the ball. Hey, maybe Mel Kiper was right. Maybe they should ban 2 high safety looks and just go back to throwing the ball, I guess. But no, he's going to get it going. I'm not worried about it.
But even 2 high look isn't limiting Jared Goff's game. That's the middle of the field.
2 middle safety.
It's mostly limited to the average yards per pass attempts on the year. You haven't seen a lot of teams trying to push it downfield like that. You've seen a lot of dink and dunk. I think it's like the shortest average yards per pass currently in the NFL. The scoring's down in general on top of like the passing game, the running, and the overall like just points people are putting up are just down.
Yeah, it could be, maybe
It's 2 high safeties for sure.
Maybe it's because not playing in the preseason. That could be a thing, that these offenses are a little rusty, shaking off a little bit of the rust. Benjamin Foe says Vegeta was right. It's true. Mel Kiper has the Vegeta Widow's Peak, dude.
He does.
But I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. Goff definitely needs to pick it up a little bit, but
yeah,
you're 2-1. Go into Monday night, get comfortable, do what you do, run the ball all over the Seahawks, supplement it with the pass game when it's there, use the play action at a high level. And like I said, this could be just the Chiefs style from last year, to where you rely on a good defense, you rely on a running game and timely passing to get you victories. And that's proven to win Super Bowls. So
damn, look at the numbers right now. I hate again being the one to even say this, but like it's 3 touchdowns in the season to 4 interceptions. It's not great.
Not great, Bob. No, they've been inefficient in the red zone. And that's something that they need to work on. It's something that they need to fix. And like I said, I expect them to. I don't think it's going to be like this all year.
I don't even know if they got in the red zone in the second half. Did we? I don't think we did.
I don't know. The second half was ugly.
I'm going to look right now.
The second half was ugly. It was a bad performance by the offense. You can't score 20 points in the first half and then just come out there and shit the bed like that.
Yeah, I don't think we got into the red zone easy. We would have we would either gone for it or kicked a field goal.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. I don't think we did. I'll look up JG's stats right now to be sure. He would be the one to take the snap. I'm not concerned for it in terms of like the long run because, as you said, I think we do have that ability to rely on the defense a little bit there. But I will say for this particular matchup, I think you're heading into Monday night. You're sweating a little bit, yeah. I mean, Mike McDonald is one of the best defensive play callers in the entire National Football League and the world, to be honest with you. We saw him do it at the collegiate level.
Yep.
You saw him do it last year with the Ravens.
Yep.
And now he's got the Seattle Seahawks team that has got some pieces on that defense.
Yeah.
That's where I guess like I grow a little bit concerned. I haven't dove into the numbers to see what they are against the run and vice versa, or even like what type of scheme and all that shit that he does. But I just know he's good at his fucking job. And the points might be hard to come by. But I mean, I'm totally fine with it as long as we have majority of our offensive linemen and these two offensive running backs.
Yeah, I mean, just run the ball more. Like I said, get the play action more involved. Get some of that trickery where we see, you know, the entire offense going one way and you have one receiver or one pass catcher coming on the backside going the other way and get him the ball. We see him do it with tight ends a lot. I think establishing Laporta is going to be big for that offensive success. I think he's got to be a guy that can move the chains. He's got to be a guy you rely on third down and situations like that where you need first downs to extend drives.
Chase, what do you think of the Detroit Lions' offensive woes in the second half? What is it in your opinion?
I was talking about this. I think it might have been off air the other day on Wake Up Woodward. I think that there's just so much like preparation and hype that goes into like getting ready for the start of the game in the pregame that the little bit of time in between at halftime, they just come out a little flat. It's like if you think about like a semi truck, you know, they get rolling, and by the time the game's rolling, they're cruising at 70 miles an hour. But then halftime, they're at a full stop, and it takes a little bit for that, you know, that heavy machinery to get rolling again. Yeah. So I that's kind of how I look at it, because like the way the offense just mauled through the Rams in overtime, like we saw them start clicking again. So I just feel like they do such a good job preparing for pregame. Halftime just kind of dampens the parade, doesn't let them keep flowing, and it takes them sometimes a whole third quarter to get rolling again.
In the same sense, though, the Monty that big Jamo touchdown they had week one was in that third quarter. The Monty had a third quarter touchdown against the Buccaneers last week. It's really just this game that kind of fell flat completely, I guess, you know, in total. I know the third quarter stuff, you reach back to last year, but this year that really hasn't been the case as much.
Yeah, I mean, I just look at the way that the offense is like performed in the first half versus the second half. They come out just a little bit more stagnant. Doesn't seem like they're doing as much, at least in this past game against Arizona. It just seemed like there was a very like safe play call, and they felt comfortable with how the defense was performing, that as long as the lead stayed a touchdown or greater, they were okay with just punting the game away, essentially.
That kind of makes sense, to maintain the lead.
Yeah, and not like punting the game away, but just punting until you know the clock ran out, just bleeding it when they could run the clock.
Chris?
Yeah, for me, I mean, look, obviously, you know, halftime favors a team that needs to make adjustments, and you know that is definitely something that goes against the Lions oftentimes when they are leading at half. But I do wonder about this, you know, in the grand scheme of things, when you get to the big dance. Remember, there's a whole halftime performance. That is a very long halftime. So if this is a team that struggles, and you're right, Easy, they have been better these third quarters to start this year, but it's still showing to be a problem. And this has been a problem that has gone for the tenure of Dan Campbell entirety. So I look at that, because that whole like 45 minutes, hour break that there is, you know, in the Super Bowl halftime, it's more like 45 minutes probably. Like that's a big thing to kill that can kill momentum. And so you have to be concerned about this. This is something that you have to take advantage of, because, or I shouldn't say take advantage of, but you should put yourself in the position to capitalize on these moments, because you can't. Every moment counts in the Super Bowl, and you know otherwise you have to build a lead and then try to run out the clock in the Super Bowl. We've seen teams do that, and it usually doesn't end well.
Yeah, I mean, it's something they're going to have to figure out as the season goes. These are things you got to make adjust to, and you have to take advantage of. And I think like I said, this offense is just so good to be continuously performing like this. Like, they have too many weapons.
Way too many
They have
weapons.
a great play caller. They have a quarterback who knows it like the back of his hands, and has been playing the probably the best football of his career the past couple of years. So they're too good. They're too talented. They're too seasoned for this to continuously be happening to start the season. I just think they're a little rusty, and they're trying to get some things figured out. They might be trying a little too hard to make plays, and they just need to let the offense come to them.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe on the flip side of it is you start off with, like, you script something specifically in the second half, early on in the first or second down, or a JAMA, like one of those big time plays, because just one of those might be that juice you need to get the offense jump started.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it could be that, or it could be as simple as you're saying, just run the ball, just stick with what works, and continue to build momentum that way.
MPWMU says, but I was told Ben Johnson is a genius, and I was told Jared Goff is elite, but neither of these guys are having a good start to the season so far. They both need to pick it up, and we know they both can perform at a higher level than they are right now. So hopefully they get it going. And Elgato said we should have drafted Neighbors. It's not about the playmakers. Like, they've got playmakers.
How could we have gotten Neighbors, bro? He was taking it
we wouldn't have gotten, if you wanted to trade up to get Malik Neighbors.
And it's not weapons that we're missing. It's truly the execution in my mind.
It's execution, because we've seen there are open spots. The schemes are working, but they're just failing to execute. So got to go out there and take care of business. It's
Absolutely.
week 4 now. Need to clean that up a little bit.
I'm watching one play right now, actually. I gotta be honest. I mean, I think it's JG. Just looking at what I'm watching right now.
Tell us about Randy Wise.
I'll tell you about Randy Wise right now, guys. If you're looking for a brand new car, there's only one place to go. It's the Randy Wise Automotive Team. Not only will they hook you up with the vehicle, but they'll hook you up with an opportunity to golf with some of Michigan's finest. I'm talking about Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, Calvin Johnson, the likes of those. The Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Make sure you guys scan the QR code above my head, or visit woodwardsports.com for your opportunity to join. Also, I got to tell you guys about something that's near and dear to my heart. It's the Salvation Army. Have you ever thought about volunteering but don't know where to start? Start with the Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign. Visit registertoring.com to sign up for shifts. You have the option to choose between a 2-hour session at a physical Red Kettle site or participate in a virtual bell ringing shift to raise funds from the comfort of your own home. Virtual bell ringers can sign up as early as right now and start raising funds anytime. But traditional bell ringers can start Friday, November 7th, and it runs to Christmas Eve, excluding Thanksgiving and Sundays. To sign up, again, guys, it's registertoring.com.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
To prove that you can get just as strong at Planet Fitness, we're seeing if people can tell the difference between our 75-pound dumbbell and a 75-pound dumbbell from an overpriced competitor gym. Okay, the old flick test, that never fails.
There's literally no difference.
Plus, you can save $28 or more when you join today. Wow.
Why would I pay more to lift the same weights?
It's the Planet Fitness Strong Choice Sale. Save $28 or more. Join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends October 10th. Planet Fitness. Light price, strong choice.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza has a new limited time offer just in time for football season. They're offering new signature flavored wings. Grab your friends, order New York style pizza, and add fresh wings for the games. Try one of their 7 different flavors. They're delicious. Had some lemon pepper today. Visit Sorokis.com to find a location near you. Chasing pork.
Chasing pork. There it is. It's time.
What? That's the one.
If you guys come up with something good, I'll change my name in the chat to it.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
Yeah. We'll think of something.
Just call Chase mononucleosis. That's what Tom Izzo said.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell's
Shout
going
out
on
to
with you
Go.
right now.
Tom Izzo. Chicken
All right.
Chase.
Chicken Chase?
Chasing cases.
I like that. Do you drink beer often? Or
I do not like beer.
what is your go-to?
If I'm at the bar, I get a Dirty Shirley.
What is that?
It's a vodka Sprite.
Dirty Chase.
It's a vodka Sprite and a little bit of grenadine. It's a Shirley Temple with
vodka.
vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You'd like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a vodka guy. I like whiskey.
Well, you just like mixed drinks, and I mean you're a Long Island guy.
What the fuck you mean by that, man? Yeah, you love that easy, you little fruitcake.
No, you love Long Island's. You would like that.
All right, Spinny, you asked. Let's do it power rankings, because this is kind of leading to that. Get it out the way.
That was crazy.
What? A comment?
Yeah, the chat's going wild.
Let me see. All right, put up the power rankings.
Oh yeah, these are yours. Let's see them.
Which comment? I want to read it now.
Here we go.
Who said it?
Slappy313. Burn says, I think we've actually lost more games where we scored a touchdown in the third quarter. Checkmate, third quarter truthers. That's fair. Oh, these are your rankings?
Yes.
Okay.
Here they are. Chiefs number 1, Bills number 2. The Bills. Is that a little bit of surprise? It
is a little bit.
God damn.
I mean, it's just Josh Allen being Superman.
This was supposed to be the year he took a step back, missing a few weapons.
But did you hear what he said after the game?
No, what did he say?
He was like, it's crazy when everyone in the locker room is just committed to winning. Like, what can happen?
Ooh.
So he's throwing some shots at Stephon Diggs.
Wow.
And now he's got a damn good running game for the first time in his career. Like James Cook.
For the first time. Bro.
James Cook is good. He's obviously a freak running the ball himself. You got 2 good tight ends. You got a couple of receivers. That offense is looking pretty good, man.
Yeah, Keon Coleman got his first touchdown last night.
With your hair down, Dirty Shirley.
Dirty Shirley.
Jason nickname, Dirty Shirley.
That's a good one.
That's funny.
Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. Number 3, this is where it kind of stems to your conversation that you wanted to have. I have the Minnesota Vikings. As crazy, as weird as it feels, a little mitochondria, over our Detroit Lions at number 4. And then following them, the Green Bay Packers.
I don't think it's crazy. Like, I mean, right now they have the 2 best wins in the NFL. Like, you beat the Niners, and then you dismantled the Houston Texans. So I don't think it's too wild. I still think the Lions are a better team, but the Vikings are playing better.
Yes.
You can't argue that.
You can't. That's the thing, is like, had these victories come against, we talked about with the Commanders a little bit earlier, like the Giants and then, the 0-3 Bengals, different conversation. The San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
In dominant fashion, too.
Yeah, those are 2 Super Bowl, top betting Super Bowl teams.
And I already was a little bit of a Sam Darnold truther. I've already confessed that to you guys. Like, it's...
Is strength of opponent why you left the Seahawks off of the because they're undefeated.
Yes, yeah. The 3-0 Seahawks, yeah. I think the Jets, I thought about that too. I think the Jets, it'd be a good game. I think the Jets could take them. I think the Steelers defense would be too much for them.
Steelers are good, man.
Yeah, Steelers are good.
Yeah, I'm not really to wash away the Saints and what they did either. It's not the Eagles came in and whooped their ass. That was a very close game. And the Texans down there too, even after the Vikings, took them.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings, man, it's like I said, I still think the Lions have a better roster overall, but they're playing better than any team in football right now. They've got one of the best defenses in the NFL. They're number 1 in scoring. When you look at their offense, they've got, I think, 5 sacks. They're the first team, I think, in NFL history to have 5 sacks in each of the first 3 games. Like, Brian Flores has that defense playing extremely well, man.
Playing out their mind.
And you got young pass rushers. Van Ginkel's playing lights out. Dallas Turner. You got, who else did they grab? I can't remember their other edge rusher's name, but they're playing well, man.
Pat Jones is playing really well.
Yeah. What's their Metellus or that like
Josh
linebacker?
Metellus, I think.
He like plays everywhere on their defense. Like he plays edge rusher and linebacker and corner and stuff like that. They got a good team, man, and they're playing extremely well. But I do see a Sam Darnold fall off coming. I'm not going to say that I think Sam Darnold performs at this level the entire year, but they're going to be a good team. Their defense is damn good.
I don't know if there'd be I guess you could say fall off because he's playing great right now. So anything less than that would have to be a fall off. But I think even if he regresses to like a mean of what he is, it's still formidable. You know what I'm saying?
Is this his Geno arc? Is this his Geno Smith arc?
Yeah, I think it really could be his Geno arc. No bullshit.
You put him in a situation with Kevin O'Connell, who's a great offensive mind. You give him the best wide receiver in football, a decent running game to go with it. It's going to make anybody look good.
Aaron Jones was never no hoe. He just couldn't really stay healthy for the Packers last year. 4 touchdowns in this last game. And if I'm not mistaken, it was like 4 different wide receivers. Yeah. There's no T.J. Hockenson. He's throwing to the backup for one of those scores. It's not like I can't pretend this doesn't exist. It would be ignorant of me to just look at them beat the 49ers and Texans and not have them on at least my top 5 at 3-0.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it at all.
Where are they on your?
They would definitely be in my top 5.
Would they be over the Detroit Lions?
Probably right now, yeah. Like I said, they're playing better. It's flat out. You can't make the argument that the Lions are playing better than the Vikings.
Yeah.
The Vikings have beat 2 extremely quality matchups. I know Sam Fram was a little banged up, but Houston wasn't. Houston went out there and with pretty much their whole team, and the Vikings dominated them. Shut down that offense. Made
C.J. Stroud.
Dirty Shirley.
Yeah, made Dirty Shirley just look lost.
Clean.
Yeah, Brian Flores had C.J. Stroud looking worse than Tua.
Yeah, honestly, it was bad. So, I don't think you can argue that they're playing worse than the Lions. It's just not true.
Who was your number 1 team in yours?
It'd probably still be the Chiefs.
Yeah. The Bills probably playing like number 1, but the Chiefs until further notice.
Yes.
And that's why the Lions got the grace last week of not falling out of a top 5 or too far from it after their 1 loss, because you still know they have the potential, and that's why the Lions are right there behind the Vikings. You still know that potential, but right now, as I know we're Detroit Lions fans, we got hats off to the Vikings right now. I can't deny that. Chase, what's your reaction to that? I heard morning show. I'm sure Sam had them up pretty high too.
Oh yeah, Sam loves the Vikings.
What do you have them?
He had them 3rd. You had him same with you. He had Lions 5th, Seahawks 4th, Vikings 3rd.
So Sam does his kind of straight off record. It sounds like then, huh?
Yeah, it's like he bases it off of like.
Yeah.
Sam
numbers
Flannel,
guy.
the stat man.
Yeah.
I'm the stat
man.
Yeah, it's all based on like what just happened, not necessarily projecting on what like the team can be.
Sorry.
But yeah, Sam likes the Vikings.
The Seahawks though, he had them where?
4th, above the Lions at 5th.
Where are they in your top 10?
Well, they'd be in my top 10, yeah, but not.
Yeah. Were they in
4?
there? No, they weren't.
They
They're
weren't
number
even top
11 though.
10?
No, they weren't.
Throw us up again.
Got you.
Would they be in your top 10, Chase? Seahawks.
I'd have to think about it.
have to put them
Probably
on the
not.
Switch
Maybe.
the Seahawks and the Saints.
If they, I mean, I don't want.
I wouldn't have the Saints in my top 10.
Yeah.
I would have the Steelers. I would switch the Eagles and the Steelers.
You would put the Steelers over the
I would put the Steelers
6th best team.
I would switch the Packers and the Texans, the Eagles and the Steelers.
But the Steelers had the similar thing to the Seahawks going on though too.
Yeah, but
I mean, I think the Chargers were formidable, but you also had a banged up Justin Herbert.
Yeah, still, they look better. Their defense looks better, and I like them.
I like.
Yeah, it doesn't fit my narrative.
Yeah, but I'd put the Saints. I'd probably take the Saints off.
Yeah, Falcons, Broncos, and Chargers with only a high ankle sprain Justin Herbert and then a half a game without him. That's why I respect the defense for real, but
golly gee willikers.
I gotta see the rest of this thing work itself out.
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
I don't know what to say after that. Let's just go to
Seahawks
break.
in your top 10?
Huh?
Seahawks in your top 10?
Seahawks would be in my top 10. Yes.
Where though?
Gee golly willikers. Let's go to break. Tell us about Swiss Insurance.
Swiss Insurance is what you need if you guys saw Bethany and had a heart attack. It's just that great.
It's a very reasonable response.
Very reasonable response. Swiss Insurance, hit them up, 313-530-1698, or visit Mark at SwissInsurance.com, 313-530-1698. Make sure those rates are climbing up on you. Keep it clean. Swiss Insurance.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
On air.
Join the best youth football league in Metro Detroit, the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League.
What was the
Offers
reaction?
youth ages 5 to 14, 6 exciting teams to choose from in the locations of Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. You register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, and transportation are included with the chance to play the championship game at Ford Field where the Lions play for just $175 per child. So why don't you put the youth back in youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports?
Oh, yeah, I was just about to say, Jerome Jenkins says you're a divisional glazer.
Also, my boy Spinny has him ranked the same spot. And then also,
I would have the Packers lower though.
Where the fuck could you rank a team?
You got the.
They're 3-0.
They got to be in the top 5.
Dominantly beat two of the best teams in the league. Jerome, what are we doing here, brother?
If the Vikings aren't in your top 5, you're just hating. Like, they've been arguably the most impressive team in football. They had the most impressive win in football so far this year. Like the way they dismantled the Texans was.
Well, I mean, they had a pretty big lead on the Niners for a while. They kind of came back in that a little bit late, made it look closer than it was, but there was a pretty large margin of victory, or large margin of lead for a lot of the game.
That's true. Easy, you do tend to divisionally glaze, though.
Divisionally glaze like you just did the Vikings?
I mean, that's just reasonable, but the Packers at 5.
Are the Packers in your top 10? I mean, they're doing this with their backup quarterback
Maybe,
right now.
but they're probably 8 or 9.
The Packers, they're winning games right now with fucking Malik Willis.
It's true.
Who wasn't a Packer until literally 5 weeks ago.
Who'd they beat again, though?
Titans and Colts. But
the
again,
shitty poopy Colts and the shitty poopy
with
Titans.
Malik Willis.
Still.
No, there's no still.
There is a still.
He wasn't even a Packer until 4 weeks ago. There's absolutely no still.
There is a still.
There's no still. He was a part of a good coaching regime. He's part of a good team, and he actually got some W's, but wouldn't put up any stats. It's crazy. That's the crazy shit.
He's in a much better offense for sure.
The measuring
much
stick.
better offense.
Does it get much better than having a Derrick Henry?
Yes, it does.
Stacked boxes.
I mean, in the offense he's in right now,
it does.
But
I'm just saying though, that's not a bad one. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And then you got the fact that so is Jordan Love an upgrade over Malik Willis? Is
Well,
he better to throw the football than Malik Willis?
Yeah.
Well, then they're a good team.
Yeah, but I'm not too impressed that their wins over the Colts and the Titans.
Yeah, no,
I am impressed with you have wins over the Colts and Titans with Malik Willis. Yes.
This is how bad the Titans are. Malik Willis left them 5 weeks ago, and he to join a whole new team. I think in a trade, and he was able to beat them, pretty easily beat them. That's how bad the Titans are.
Yeah,
the Titans' defense isn't bad.
No, they have
Will Levis is a conversation we had there for sure.
Will Levis sucks.
But winning an NFL game with him,
he's a bum. Malik Willis is better than Will Levis.
Yeah, Will Levis goes out there and finds new ways, tries to invent new ways to turn over the football.
It's insane.
He is, like I said, Will Levis is Josh Allen without being good.
That's disrespectful to Josh Allen.
He's all the bad parts of Josh Allen without any of the good. Like they say, Josh Allen either plays like the best quarterback in the history of the NFL or a complete cousin.
Yeah.
Will Levis only plays like a complete cousin. There's no other spectrum of that.
Yeah, I mean that's still. I'm not going to be biased in that at all. Those are impressive wins. I don't care if it's Titans. I don't care if it's Colts. Colts almost made the playoffs last year. Although Anthony Richardson is rough.
It's not the same team. Yeah.
He is rough.
Yeah, I mean they did that last year with mostly Gardner Minshew because Anthony Richardson only played 5 games, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. That one I'm not, and I did get praise for that one, but the Titans defense, I do give praise to that one. I haven't do what he did against them.
Yeah, I mean they've got players like Devondre Sweats looked really good. They got Jeffrey Simmons. They traded for Jerry Sneed. Yeah. So
they got the kid from LA too.
Yeah. The linebacker.
Yep.
They made some moves for sure.
Yeah, it's a situation where if Jordan Love comes back, to not have them ranked in or around then, I don't know. That's crazy to me, but I guess each their own. If you guys disagree, I don't really see how
Man's
not.
saying Jordan Love's not going to get his job back.
No, he's not.
He said it earlier.
No. I mean, I'll say this though, for a lot of guys that got mad when that statement was made about Jordan Love over JG, you could look to systems and LaFleur. He's fucking great at coaching.
LaFleur is fantastic.
He is amazing at coaching. Jordan Love's obviously made some plays there too, but LaFleur obviously drawing him up helps him a ton. And I know I have that argument for JG a lot of times as well. So you have the Eagles over the Packers then?
No.
Would you have the Texans over the Packers?
Yes.
You'd have to get their asses stomped out by the Minnesota Vikings.
By a top 5 team in football, yeah.
Oh, division glaze
top
over
3
here.
Team.
Yeah, top 3 team. As per you.
Consensus
and per you.
Yeah.
Would you have the Packers over the Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would for sure.
Yeah.
I don't like the
The
Saints.
Saints wouldn't be in my top 10.
New Orleans is the toilet of the Midwest. all of the rivers that flow into the Mississippi all flow into New Orleans.
Relax. New Orleans is a fucking amazing place.
Hey, yo, it's
A shit.
it's trashy. It is. It's,
No, it is. New Orleans is not a shit.
dude, no, dude.
New Orleans
New-
is
It's
awesome.
the crash out.
Dude, New Orleans,
New Orleans is the crash out. I will admit to that.
Dude, New Orleans is 6 to 20 feet on average below sea level. Like they're literally they're like sink stew. When you ever you just have dirty dishes and you get to you're like I have all that
That
food.
is true.
They are that. I
that's
mean,
what New Orleans is.
geographically, I can't argue that.
No,
but as a city, it's a great spot.
it's trash.
All the streets.
Have you been there?
No, I don't want to
my
go there, bro.
God.
That's like dipping. It's like, hey, do you want to jump in the bath after me? I don't want to dump in that dirty bath water.
Brother, you cannot. You got to go to New Orleans.
I want to go there. I want to experience Bourbon Street and Mardi Gras. I mean, the lines will be down there in February, so maybe
I would go party in New Orleans for sure.
I want to go to Mardi Gras
New
for
Orleans
sure.
I'm not wearing any shoes that I like.
No.
Fuck no.
No, hell no.
I'm
Definitely not Bourbon
making
Street.
sure to bring extra pairs of socks.
What do you?
I don't want trench foot from that poop water flowing down the streets of New Orleans. What are we doing?
No, New Orleans is a fucking awesome place to be.
I'm sure it was great. My brother, doctor, 34 on the ACT, one of the smartest human beings I've ever met in my entire life. He went to New Orleans during Mardi Gras. He tried to iron his shirt while wearing it, and he burnt his chest with the iron.
That's how fun New Orleans is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Sounds like a good time.
It's a fucking awesome place. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of bad bitches too.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, I mean, I want to go throw beads in New Orleans.
My boys got, dude, the stories I've heard from their
double sock
bachelor party in New Orleans. These strip clubs they were hitting.
Oh, there's one really sketchy one.
There was one where
right off of Bourbon. It's not on Bourbon, but off of Bourbon.
My friend had this stripper spit in his mouth.
Oh,
just insane behavior in these streets.
All right, so I already know you're gonna have this team over them, Steelers.
Yeah.
Because I know you're Steelers.
Over the Packers, yeah.
Yeah. Would you have the Steelers over the Packers right now, Chase?
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time?
Would you have the Steelers over the Packers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That defense. I mean, they're undefeated. Mike Tomlin as a coach is more proven.
Pretty similar kind of thing with Mike Tomlin as Matt LaFleur. They're just such good coaches that they're going to win regardless of the situation.
For sure.
He's got Justin Fields.
We're shitting on them for beating. We're shitting on the Packers for being Titans and Colts.
Yeah, and losing a game.
To Eagles, where the quarterback hurt. And obviously, that field.
Yeah. Like I said, they lost to an Eagles team that I don't think is that good, and you
have the Steelers who beat the Falcons, the Broncos, and again the Chargers. High ankle sprain Justin Herbert before exiting the game.
Yeah, so it sounds like the Steelers have the best win out of the two teams, and they don't have a loss.
What's the best win?
Beating the Falcons.
The Falcons have one win in the season.
The Falcons are a better team than the Eagles.
Yeah, but the Falcons beat the team that beat the Packers.
Yeah.
So if you're using that logic,
does football math work that way?
Yeah. It's week 3.
That's how UCF has the banner for their national championship.
Yeah.
They beat Auburn the year that Auburn
That's
beat
true.
Georgia and Alabama when they played.
They put up a fucking banner for
Yeah,
that?
they got a national champion banner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a banner or like one of the signs on the stadium, but yeah, 2017. Because
they were undefeated.
Yeah, the only regular season losses for Georgia and Alabama, who played in the championship game that year, were to Auburn, who UCF beat in their bowl game that year. So
and UCF went undefeated.
Yeah, only undefeated team in college football, 2017.
I'm looking at that. Well, hold on. The only losses Georgia and Alabama.
Alabama and Georgia
Were
each
to
had
Auburn.
one regular season loss.
Okay, and they both were too.
And they were both at Auburn.
And UCF beat Auburn.
Both of those teams made it all the way to the national championship game
Okay.
with only one loss on the season, back in the regular season to Auburn. So when they played head-to-head, whoever, like when
I got lost when you said a bowl game.
Yeah, so UCF
beat Auburn in
yeah,
the bowl game.
UCF played Auburn in a bowl game.
Yeah.
So when like the teams that got beat by the two teams in the national championship got beat by the only undefeated team in college football. So like that
Gotcha.
football math leads you back to like we're the real national champions.
Baby Larry Hoover says, I live in New Orleans. Do not wear your good shoes.
Yeah, don't
New
wear your
Orleans
good shoes.
different, brother. That's for sure. Oh, I'm sure I would have a great time in New Orleans, but it just seems like a very dirty place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wear good shoes at all. Definitely not on Bourbon Street. Too many bodies, too many sloppy drunkenness.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it. All right, yeah, I Steelers. I wouldn't do it. I'm cool moving them up.
You wouldn't put the Steelers over the Packers?
With the Jordan Love back? No. And he's looking like he's coming back this week.
Well, Steelers don't have their starting quarterback either, technically.
I mean, he's probably going to take over that job regardless.
You never know. I mean, the guy got into the playoffs with Kenny fucking Pickett.
I mean, he's just a volunteer at that point in that facility.
That is
Like,
true.
he's barely getting paid.
Yeah.
Jets over the Packers.
Still getting paid by the Broncos.
Yeah, quite a bit too.
Volunteer. That's funny.
Dude, I mean, congratulations to Sean Payton on the W. I'm kind of low-key like rooting for him to lose because he's been such like a dickhole.
Sean Payton? No, fuck Sean Payton, dude. He's a notorious scumbag.
Yeah, he's not that good of a coach. I don't think
He's
I don't
pretty
think so
overrated.
either.
He got carried by Drew Brees.
Yeah,
and he's like, it's just the game's past him. It
Yeah.
feels like, you know,
And when people had him in their top 5 coaches,
coward.
the only time
glazing.
Sean Payton was ever successful was when Greg Williams was going out there and putting bounties on
Yeah.
players' heads.
Yeah.
Which was fucking awesome.
And allegedly, that's to cover up like some fucking like pill situation.
Oh
they had going on,
yeah.
too.
They're like they had their own Perk Rogers in,
You saw-
in
you
New
saw that?
Orleans.
Yeah, dude, the Perk Rogers memes are awesome.
That's really funny.
Shit is good. I love how it's just Future in the background.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he does the interviews.
I'm
His eyes
still
are
hot
fucking
from the night before,
bloodshot.
and I popped another one.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
Yes, the Perk
That's
set
a
and strip
banger.
of the joint.
Yeah, that shit actually kind of slaps.
Oh, dude, that whole album's fire.
All right, let me tell you about Mark White. If you guys are moving from the dirty, nasty NOLA to freshly clean Detroit, hit up my guy Mark White. You can save up to $5,000 on your closing costs. Visit markwhitesales.com or dial 248-290-8242. Again, that's 248-290-8242. Visit markwhitesales.com. Spinny, tell us about the watch party.
The watch party.
Yeah.
I do this one too. The watch party and the post-game show live at Hayes Social, presented by Sabbath
Yo,
Coffee,
Fry.
New Holland Brewing, Soroki's, Crispy Chicken and Pizza, and 1800 Tequila. Make sure you come join us Monday night. Neil will be down there. I'm going to race back from downtown to get to Hayes Social. Make sure you check it out. And then, like I said, the post-game show, the New Holland Brewing Company post-game show. All of this live from Hayes Social every single week. We're doing Lions coverage better than anybody in the state.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Ham for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? The best, some might say. You expand and offer more products to more people. The most cars. We've got more cars than you. And it's at Les Stanford. They added Les Stanford Buick GMC Great, beautiful building. One of the best.
the best.
It's right down here, right on Woodward, south of 9 Mile. Not too far south, make sure. But it's beautiful. Les Stanford. If you want the best coverage in the state for these beautiful cars, make sure you hit up Les Stanford. Les Stanford, together, let's ride.
What up, welcome back to What If Waits Live on WoodwardSports.com. He's joined by Smo Rex.
What up, though?
Chris. No Nicholas Kohloff. He's getting drilled in the mouth by another man. We have Dirty
currently
Shirley
getting drilled in the mouth.
building, filling it in for him.
He's a filthy man, that Nick Kohloff. He
Dirty
didn't
man.
invite us to his wedding. Very disrespectful.
Very.
Did not like that. I thought we were friends, but I guess not. I heard he's in cahoots with Sleepy Joe and Crooked Kamala. I don't like it, but it's all right. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
But now he's getting drilled in the mouth by a random man.
Getting drilled in the mouth.
You hate to see it.
No.
What are
Nick
you?
is. I was trying to do Obama turn to Joe Swanson.
What impressions can you guys do?
Can you do Obama? What can you do?
What we need is
I don't know if I can do it on air.
diversification in the pussy department.
Yeah, you gotta grab her by the pussy. And you tell her, look in the eyes, you say, only another man can drill me mouth. My name's Nick. I don't know what else I was gonna say there. What other impressions do you got?
It's gotta be somebody you hear talk a lot.
Somebody what?
Somebody you hear talk a lot. Like I
can't
heard
like
Trump
impersonate
talk
like
a
a
lot.
famous person. I
Do
can do
Mike
like
Trump's awful.
I could do an accent, but I'm not doing
Yeah, I can do accents. I don't really know.
Do
if
an
I can
accent.
I don't know if I should do it on there.
Dude, keep it
What? Oh.
safe and do a white accent. Like that's what I
Yo,
do.
whatever
Oh,
you
no,
want.
I
yeah,
keep it
it's-
safe and I do like Russian.
It goes like real racist.
I got a little hue in my skin, but I'm not doing the accent. I'll do it off air.
Who is it?
It's not a specific person.
Oh. I don't know if I want to hear you doing that. I don't know. You're sketching me out.
I'm not doing it on air. I'll do it off the mic.
What race is it?
Indian.
Oh.
Okay.
You could pass.
Yeah, I could pass for a lot of things. I'm very ethnically ambiguous.
Yeah, so is easy.
Yeah.
You guys have the easy life, man.
Yeah, my last name, I get it from my dad, who happens to be white. So, like, yeah, I mean, on paper, I fly right under the radar.
Yeah. What is your mom?
100% Hispanic.
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah,
Nice.
full-blooded Mexican, purebred.
Oh, see, yeah.
Purebred. Purebred is
Oh, you say it like she got imported. Like your dad ordered her online or something like that. He's selling his mom. All her teeth. She's got them all.
No, my grandparents, they came over a little illegally, but
Hey.
you know,
It's all in the past.
Gotta get it how you live it.
yeah.
Get him out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Smitty, you need a defense to keep those illegals out. And statistically, Detroit Lions have a top 10 one in the league. I know we did a stream with a couple other guys earlier this week, and they weren't on as board as we were, but I looked at the numbers, Smitty, and if we're putting the Vikings in the top 5, you got to put the Detroit Lions a top 10 defense.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, they've been playing lights out. They've taken care of business. They have the best run defense in the NFL. They're going to continue to have that. I bet they have the best run defense in the NFL all year. Shout out to Gun Guy. Take your pants off. But the pass
Sleepy Joe,
defense has
awful
been
defense.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe.
You
he's
letting them all
gone.
in.
I call him Crappy Cam because he's so bad in single coverage. Cam Sutton, Sleepy Sutton, Crappy Cam, whatever you want to call him.
Bars.
We call him. I'm not going to do that. Something with a B. But this guy, he's gone, and now we've got Terrific Terrion. That's what I call him. Terrific Terrion, the young kid. He's stacking up well. No, but honestly, the secondary has been much improved, and the running game or the run defense is just business as usual under Aaron Glenn. So, you got to be a top 10 defense.
When you sort out your top 10 defense,
Do Bernie Sanders.
because I do it collectively a little bit. I'd like to see like where you're ranking here, where you're ranking there. Does it get you like? Are you top 10 in both categories? I also do points per game. Top 10 there. We're top 10 in yards per game, which a lot of people do defenses off of. Let me see touchdowns real quick. We beat 10 on the nose. And that's tied with a few other people too. Atlanta Falcons only allowed 4 touchdowns this season. They got a sneaky good defense. That's kind of crazy. I didn't see that.
Falcons?
Yeah, I mean, they had some good pieces. They added Justin Simmons to the back of the secondary.
Matthew Judon. Love
Matthew Judon.
Love Matthew Judon. Great player. Has been for a while when he was a Raven, a Patriot. They brought him in. He was good. I knew he was good. I told us to get him. He didn't listen to me, but that's okay. Atlanta did. Great city. Great strip clubs. Big tits.
Where was Raheem Morris DC at before he got hired to be Atlanta?
Rams. Pretty sure.
Rams.
Yeah. Vikings have only allowed 3 touchdowns in the season.
I don't think I've ever heard RFK Jr. actually talk.
It's not fun to listen to.
Yeah.
It's like those old like
I start smoking.
Dude, it's
Don't always die from
You'll listen to him and you'll start like clearing your own throat. Like,
sometimes you just lose a lung.
I never thought I'd be the one.
Yeah.
Until it was me.
First thing I do is I wake up and I put on my lips. That commercial fucked with me as a kid, dude. I was like, zombie. Like, that shit
I met
is
when I was
scary.
like 13. I met someone like that, and I stopped smoking at that point, but we were smoking, and he fucking put a fucking pipe in the hole in his throat, and that's how you hit the fucking pipe.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I walked away. I was like,
you can keep that.
Am I supposed to hit that after this guy? What the fuck? You just put this thing in his fucking throat.
Committed.
Put your hands up like Sam does.
All right.
Well,
leave Sam
I
alone.
gotta make it look small. Well,
Sam's got long.
yeah, but Trump doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like
He does a lot with
he
his
does
arms.
a lot.
Yeah.
My favorite was the.
Yeah. Dude, he's
Sam's the best. I love Sam.
Oh, Sam's the GOAT. Sam is the best.
And I said this earlier. Back to the defense real quick, though. And I've said this on the show already, but if anybody missed it, the fact that, like, passing stats are, like, kind of up in the Detroit Lions, that's all teams can do. It's going to be that way. They're not going to run the football against us. So, of course, they're passing the ball every fucking time. And those numbers are going to be a little bit inflated. Naturally.
Yeah, it's obviously when you have, multiple quarterbacks throwing the ball 40-plus times against you, the passing stats are going to be a little inflated. But I love this defense and what they're doing, man. I feel so comfortable that they're going to make the stop. Like I said, they're getting off the field on third down. Speaking of getting off, Crooked Hillary got off without a trial. Disgusting. But they're making.
You just keep it bringing back.
Yeah. Anytime I hear something, sleepy, Joe. No, but I think that they're getting off the field on third down, which is something that they weren't doing last year, thanks to Sleepy Sutton. And now they're actually getting stops. They're actually making teams punt the ball and not just having these long drives that bleed out a bunch of clock. So it's been a lot of fun to watch this defense play.
Yards per attempt aren't impressive versus the Lions, says Theo in the Woodward Sports chat.
Yeah.
Shout out.
And that's more important than yards per game. To me personally, if your yards per attempt are 4, but you have 300 yards at the end of the game, it means you had to throw the ball so many times because you can't run, and that's what we've seen teams do. We saw the Rams completely abandon the run game. We saw the Cardinals completely abandon the run game. You're going to see that a lot more this year. So that's why we're going to see turnovers go up. You might see the passing yards look a little more than you'd expect, but that's because they have so many attempts.
Dirty Shirley, where you at with EPA?
EPA?
Yeah, are you a big believer in that? Expected points on average?
Dude.
I don't know. I don't think about it a lot, I guess.
What
I didn't know what it was until you told me.
What about
I was thinking
SPIPA?
about Environmental Protection Agency.
Yeah, no, you're good.
What about SPIPA?
SPIPA?
Yeah.
You have to tell me that one, too.
Yeah, that's Spencer's expected points per
Okay.
I actually got a Packers beat writer with that
we
we had
did.
on.
Idiot.
I got to check on that bet, too, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Watson had a little
Watson
bit
had
of
a
a game.
good game, yeah.
Who do you think has the most sacks in the league? What team?
On who?
What team has the most sacks in the league?
The Vikings.
Yeah, they do. 16. I did not know they were fucking it up
That's
like
right.
that.
They've had 5 or more sacks in every game so far this year.
Crazy. I'm trying to find interceptions as a team, but I can't find that one. Regardless, Detroit Lions top 10 defense. Tell your mom.
Yeah.
Undeniable right now.
It's fun to watch. And that's all you can really ask for, is them to be competitive and to make things happen. We knew this run defense was going to be elite, but the secondary is really coming into form. We saw last week, really, Terrion looked damn good, especially in the second half.
Sutton.
So, Sleepy Sutton. He's a distant memory.
Slappy
He's
Sutton?
a fading dream. We don't even have to think about him. Goodbye.
yeah, I saw that.
I mean, offensive numbers in general seem super
Sleepy
low
Sutton
across
and
the league
Jobless
so far this
Jerry
season.
as your
We're ranked in
starting
the middle pack
corners.
scoring-wise, LOL, and I think our D has been great so far.
Slappy Sutton's crazy.
Yeah, Slappy Sutton.
We get back mailbag. Get your mailbag questions in. Charles McLean, I see yours. Steve Lehman, you asked a great one.
Now we've got terrific Terry on, Cutthroat, Carlton, and Bus and Branch.
What brief you got?
Let me tell you about merch.
I want sell me this pen.
Bus and Branch.
Bus and Branch.
I'll sell you some Detroit sports merch. If you're tired of your old Detroit
Smash the
sports
right
swag, go ahead and hit the upgrade. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to woodwardsports.com, click the shop tab today, and get yourself the best Detroit sports merch.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
Mailbag! Here's a mail that never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to yell, mail!
Were you a Blue's Clues guy?
I was going to say, what's that Blue's Clues?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Briefly, yeah.
I was a Blue's Clues guy.
We had cable, for a year or two.
I've got the
couple
green
years ago?
rugby long sleeve.
Yeah.
That Steve wore.
Hell yeah. I think Steve did die.
Yeah. No, Steve's alive.
I'm pretty sure he died.
pretty sure he
last
died.
year.
I'll look it
He
up.
dropped a video last year. He's like, hey, did you miss me?
Hey, I'm not dead.
Remember? What did he say?
He said, hey, I'm not dead.
Hey, I'm not dead.
I thought I
Hollywood
heard
just
something about that.
kicked me out
Yeah,
for
I thought he did too.
the P word.
Was he?
Looks like he's still alive as far as I can gather.
He just dropped a video
50 years
went
old.
viral last year.
And he's
50 years old?
50 years old.
Damn, we're old, fam.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably like 30 when he was doing Blue's Clues.
I guess so.
Well,
Mailbag Steve Lieben asked what?
have you ever heard of a death pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I mean, isn't that like the movie Deadpool?
Yeah.
I heard of it like the terms there, like who in the
Did I go in?
no, who's gonna die like next?
Yeah. Me and my friends were talking about doing that.
With like each other or like someone famous?
No, famous. You pick famous people.
Yeah.
And if
Is
it
there an
That's your
age
friends.
requirement?
That's just more.
it's from 100. So whatever their age is.
Do you get less odds then if you're
If
picking
it's
somebody?
older, yeah. If you pick a 90-year-old person, you only get 10 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I would just pick.
points. I thought it was just cash. You're not doing cash. I
Well,
mean,
the winner gets the cash.
so there's like a point allotment, and then once you hit it, you win.
Yeah.
So,
I would pick like rappers, like young rappers. I mean, it's a strat. Like,
That's a strategy. It's a strategy.
That's interesting.
That's very
yeah, I
interesting.
think, dude, if you pick like Juice WRLD, that's like 70 points right there.
Do you look like a white rapper right now?
Yeah, I know.
Young Noah.
You know what he said
No.
in the bag? Because we all got different guys with the back. Like
What?
this guy, he's this guy, or he's this guy. We're
Is it
all
what we were
different
talking about
guys.
yesterday?
He's the hipster guy, and he said today like,
Oh, we changed
this is
it.
his grandpa's shirt. I was like, yeah, that definitely fits.
Oh, yeah, you should hear what they changed you to.
It looks like something Maz wears the bowling night. Yeah.
Yeah.
What they changed me to?
Yeah.
I was the weed guy.
Is that established today?
That was.
We had a different conversation yesterday. Yeah, you got a pretty harsh one.
I mean, I haven't hit it today during the show. Yeah, in this past hour and a half.
All right, mailbag. Steve Lehman asks, what comes first, Aiden Hutchinson's 10th sack or Terrion's first pick?
See, Slappy says Spenny taking Trump with the first pick. No, that would be bad. You'd only get like 20 points. Isn't he like 70-something?
Yeah, but he's also protected with like top flight security of the world, Craig.
Yeah,
top flight?
Not,
Top
yeah,
flight? This
yeah,
guy's
maybe
been
not so
shot
much.
at twice.
Maybe not so much.
Yeah.
You know what? We could do a show, Celebrity Death Pool. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. We'll do it.
Draft one?
Friday. Let's do a Death Pool Friday. What? No?
Yeah.
Not at a remote location?
Some people would think it's poor taste.
Yeah.
So don't do it at all?
I mean, we can do it. Just put it on our channel or something.
I think Hutch is going to get, or Terrion's going to get his first interception before Hutch's 10 sacks.
Spinny?
What was the question?
Hutch 10 sacks before Terrion's first INT, or like, which one happens
What comes
first?
first?
Yeah.
Hutch 10 sacks.
I think it's the INT, because that's like, you just need one as opposed to like, he's got to get like 4.5 more sacks.
I mean, that's
But he did that
one
in the
game. Yeah, it could be one game. You're going up against Geno Smith. I could see him getting a sack or two. Well,
Brett
then you got the
Favre.
bye week, but I guess that cuts it for both of them. Who do we got after the bye?
I don't
Dallas,
even know.
right?
Dallas?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, dude. I'll go Hutch.
Hutch 10 sacks?
Yeah. Hutch will have
I
10
kind of like
sacks.
Hutch 10 sacks. Yeah, more
Hutch
too.
will have 10
I'm
sacks
not gonna lie.
after the Dallas game.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I was even peeping like a little bit of 22. Like Terrion has been like fucking up on assignments. He's when he's in coverage, he's good, but like he fucks up a lot.
Yeah.
To be
So
fa-
far.
He doesn't get his head around.
Yeah.
That's something you need to get interceptions is to get your head
But he's
head
close enough, like, to like.
He's
where
been,
he-
he's been in a lot of the plays for sure.
And like I said, you just need one. You know,
Yes.
like Hutch has to get 4.5 more sacks.
Real quick, Zach Soap, Mailbagger, happy CJ's gone. Hell, motherfucking yeah, we got top 5 safety duo in the league.
Yeah, he is a cancer in the locker room too.
He said
Confirmed.
that. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, I want to go Terrion so bad just because he's also not only is it just one play for him, but it's also the fact that the fact that he's targeted so much. It does just need that one play, but you got to go Hutch. He's DPOY candidate, right? Like I think he's still the favorite, right, as of right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to go with Hutch. You know, he does seem to be a little bit inconsistent where he'll have these explosive games and then he'll have these games where he doesn't get a sack at all. But so it comes in bunches with him. I see it being Hutch.
That's fair.
Charles McClain had one for you too. I told him we'd get to it.
Charles McClain? Like
Yeah.
John McClain?
Yeah, let me find it real quick.
He's famous.
Oh.
I'll try to scroll back for us too.
I think I scrolled too far.
Sucky Sutton is playing the #1 rated defense of the league. Does Sutton see the field at all? I don't know. That's a good question. He is playing for Pittsburgh. Or he hasn't played. He's suspended.
Wait. Skubal's not the favorite to win the Cy Young?
Yeah, he is.
Oh. He says class.
Class
He says
A.
most analysts in MLB and ESPN have class winning it.
Yeah,
Emmanuel Clase, the closer for the Cleveland.
They're fucking idiots because Skubal's winning it.
That'd be insane to have somebody win the Triple Crown and then not give and then have that team also crawl back from a 1% chance to make the playoffs into a wild card seed.
Yeah, Skubal's winning.
That's
the Cy Young.
insane to not give that Cy Young to the pitcher on that team.
Yeah,
There's no
I
doubt.
mean,
in my
he
mind.
should have started the All-Star game.
Yes.
Like the only reason that he didn't was because of the record of the Tigers at the time versus the record of the Orioles.
Yep. Skubal's winning the Cy Young. A fucking closer is not winning the Cy Young over a guy who has the Triple Crown.
How many games to golf goes without throwing an interception, says Matthew Kruger.
Like how many games until he doesn't throw an interception?
I don't think he throws an interception against Seattle.
Boom.
Cowboys. Bye week.
He's
no picks in the bye week.
He's streaky. I think he's due. It might not be starting this game, but I think he's gonna go 6 or 7 weeks without an interception.
Fair. Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button for easy for our boy Chase. Shout out filling in. For Noah, he's just sitting in here, so I say his name. For Chris, I'm Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.